We begin with update on Maiduguri flood as the National Emergency Management Agency today opened an additional camp in the Borno State capital to accommodate victims of the flood disaster as other camps are being overcrowded. Those taking refuge at the camp are calling for more support from government, development partners and philanthropists as the humanitarian crisis worsens. Senior reporter Jesse Tafida brings us updates.
This is Bekasi IDP camp. More residents affected by flood in Maiduguri continue to troop to temporary shelters for the displaced. The camp is now overcrowded. Though government have put measures in place to cater for the needs of victims, the situation is now overwhelming. Some victims are stranded at the camp. The National Emergency Management Agency has opened a new camp to accommodate more displaced persons.
We have been providing medical consumables and treating those in distress. We have also been providing water and also taking up the sanitation, as you can see the way the place is. We will continue to provide additional shelter, and we are here observing the wet rations that is being provided by the Borno State government. Meanwhile, our supplies are also on the way. More personnel, more food items, and also more medical consumables.
NEMA also assured it will provide adequate wash facilities in the camp to address health concerns of the victims and maintain hygiene.
The GM Busepa was assigned yesterday by the state government to provide chlorine and permethrin so that we would avoid any outbreak of diseases. As you can see, we are also together with doctors from the Nigerian Medical Association. They are also here to provide support.
The agency says more than 300,000 people are currently sheltered at various camps across the state. Jesse Tafida, TVC News, Maiduguri.
Earlier, the Nigerian Governors Forum, led by its chairman, Governor Abdurrahman Abdulrazak of Kwara State, visited Maiduguri to commiserate with the government and people of Borno State over the flood disaster that claimed thousands of residential buildings, shops, markets, schools and hospitals. Members of the NGF went round the metropolis to assess the level of devastation caused by the flood. The governors paid a condolence visit to Governor Babagana Zulum. Meanwhile, Governor of Adamawa State, Amadou Fintiri, donated the sum of 50 million naira to support the state government, while the member representing Biu, Bayo, Kwaya, Kusa and Shani at the House of Representatives also donated 100 million naira to assist the government provide immediate support to victims of the flood disaster.
We need to provide immediate support to the government of the state. If I want to address this crisis alone, I don't think attention for the next 8 years will solve such crisis. However, we remain entirely grateful to the government of Nigeria because the President has immediately sent the Vice President of the Republic of Nigeria.
Well, we're here today, I'm going to the Nigerian Governors Forum to communicate with the government and people of Borno State over the Alma Bridge. Also to commend Mr. President for the quick reaction by dispatching the Vice President alongside me as NEMA and the Northeast Development Commission. On our part, the forum will do the needful to support our colleague. But from what we've seen in the media, it's truly a major disaster.
It's unfortunate. It's a national disaster that occurred again here in Borno State. We have no other words to describe this national disaster.
I'm here as a brother to commiserate with the governor. We've been here, and my people have been here since day before yesterday. And even today, I've come with a small token of 50 million naira for him to start serving some of them before other subnationals and the federal government come to his aid.
When I was coming in from the airport side, we saw it a little from it, but we decided to go in now to Shew's Palace. For now, I've told His Excellency I gave them a token contribution of 100 million naira.
Also, the governor of Ogun State and chairman of the Southern Governors Forum, Dakwa Abiodun, has sympathized with his Borno State counterpart, Babagana Zulum, and the people of the state over the flood disaster. The governor, in a statement by his special advisor on media and strategies, said with one natural disasters of that nature were inevitable, a prompt response like that of the government of Borno and the federal government would go a long way in ameliorating the situation and bringing immediate relief to the people. Governor Abiodun, in the statement, added, quote, "The government and the people of Ogun State are with the Borno people during this period of distress, and we shall continue to pray for them," end quote. Joining the league of those sending a message to Borno State government is the presidential candidate of Labour Party in the last election, Peter Obi, who expressed sympathy over the disaster. He says on his X handle, quote, "I am deeply saddened by the multiple loss of lives and disruption of activities in Maiduguri, Borno State capital, which has just been hit by a devastating flood disaster. It is heartbreaking to think about the families who have been bereaved or torn apart, the homes that have been destroyed, and the livelihoods that have been ruined," end quote. The former governor of Anambra State prays and hopes that the people of Borno State find the strength and resilience to get through this difficult time. He urges the federal and state governments to do everything within their powers to provide aid and relief to those affected. Now, for more updates on the situation in Borno State, let's bring in our senior reporter there, Jesse Tavida. He joins me live. Jesse, we understand that camps are now crowded. Give us an update on that and why we're seeing more people coming into the camps.
Thank you very much, Precious. When we went to the camp early this morning, we could see people trooping into the camp, and we went straight to talk to officials of NEMA, just as you've seen in the report, and he told us that people that are being rescued by search and operation team are the ones coming into the camps today. On the first day of the flood, those that were able to go out of their homes early were the ones that are in the camps since the first day of the flood. And those ones are the ones that are being rescued. They've been in their homes for 2 days without food, without water, and it is devastating. And that is why we could see them coming into the camps today. You could see women, you could see children trying to come out of the waters to come into the camps. And the camps have been overcrowded. And that is why the National Emergency Management Agency, in collaboration with the Borno State government, had to open another camp to accommodate the surge in number of victims of this flood disasters. And the first camp that was opened yesterday was the Evacuation IDP camp. But today we could see that a lot of primary schools, which are on higher grounds, are accommodating the flood victims. Sincerely speaking, when you come and see these people, it is very, very disheartening. The Borno State government has tried to put measures in place.
And Jesse, you're painting a picture. You're painting a picture of what the situation looks like, and we understand that visits have been made to the state. But speak to us about the humanitarian assistance that being offered to those who have been affected.
Okay. First of all, today the Nigerian Governors Forum were in Maiduguri, the Borno State capital, led by its chairman, which is the governor of Kwara State, Abdurrahman Abdurrazak, together with 4 other governors. They are here to sympathize with the governor and the people of Borno State. They took time to go around Maiduguri metropolis, and we were together with them, and we could see that a lot of places are still flooded with water, and people are trying to go out of the waters for safer grounds. The Nigerian Navy, the National Emergency Management Agency, the State Emergency Management Agency, the Yobe State Emergency Management Agency are all trying to bring these people out. And the governors say they are going to bring a quick intervention. Governor of Adamawa State has donated so far 50 million naira. The member representing Biu Kwakusar Shani donated 100 million naira. And the latest is the former governor of Borno State, Senator Ali Modu Sharif. He also donated 100 million naira. And I'm talking to you, this is just some minutes ago before this live. It shows that people are now helping the Borno State government, because this is overwhelming. The state government alone cannot do this.
All right, thank you so much, Jesse, for that update. I know that in the coming days, we will continue to get these updates from you as humanitarian assistance continues there. Thank you, Jesse.